Thank you, Lee.
Well, breaking news this morning out of Joint Base Andrews. 3 Americans detained in North Korea for years are now back in the U.S.
Just more than an hour ago, the 3 men and new Secretary of State, Mike Pompeo, landed to a crowd of greeters, including President Trump and the First Lady. And News Channel 8's Evan Donovan watched it all from our newsroom. He joins us now live from the Tampa News Center. Wow, what a moment.
Yeah, it certainly was, Gail and Marco. Good morning to you. A huge step here, the biggest diplomatic success of the Trump presidency thus far. He called it a show of good faith ahead of his historic meeting with Kim Jong-un.
It was a very important thing to all of us to be able to get these 3 great people out.
The success here is in stark contrast to the release of UVA student Otto Warmbier last summer, who was returned to the U.S. in a vegetative state and died shortly after arriving. The 3 Americans, Kim Dong-chul, Tony Kim, and Kim Hak-song, had been held on charges of espionage and hostile acts against the government, charges American officials called bogus. President Trump spoke to media on the tarmac after the men landed, hopeful about neutralizing the biggest threat from North Korea in his upcoming meeting with Kim Jong-un.
My proudest achievement will be, this is a part of it, but will be when we denuclearize that entire peninsula. This is what people have been waiting for a long time. Nobody thought we could be on this track in terms of speed, so I'm very honored to have helped the 3 folks.
It's important to note here, some experts think North Korea hold detainees as bargaining chips. President Obama secured the release of the last 2 prisoners in 2014, but then Warmbier and these 3 men were detained shortly after. The meeting with Kim Jong-un is still not scheduled. President Trump said only within the next few weeks. The key here is whether this sign of goodwill will turn into diplomatic success in getting North Korea to ditch its nuclear weapons.
Well, let's hope this is a step in the right direction. All right, thanks, Evan.